Hey, what's going on? All right, make sure y'all have y'all stuff. I know I am a little early. We got about 3 minutes before we get started. So if you don't have your items, you can go ahead and grab them. Grab your snack, your lunch, your water, your planner, your journal, all the things that you may need for today. Today we are going to focus on brain dumping, setting up for the week ahead. We'll discuss who has to actually go into work, who does not. If you do, what are you going to do? If you don't, what are you going to do? Also, we'll talk about, have you gone to the grocery store yet? If you have, what did you get? If you have not and you're starting to feel like, oh man, I think I need to go, then I'm going to actually give y'all some tips and guide y'all on that and some things that a lot of people are missing out on in reference to grocery shopping. So that's what we will do. And hey, everybody that's popping in, as you are waiting for others to come in, make sure you share this page if anybody can benefit from the videos that I do during Lunchtime Live. Share it on your Facebook page, on your Instagram. Get the people over here, because you know, the more that it grows, the more that y'all will see me. And I'm finally at a time that I can do more videos, okay? So that's that. Now, don't confuse the lives from taking away from the pre-recorded video. I will be getting into those as well next week. And that's something you'll see me brain dumping on. All right. So we have that. So I'll be doing my brain dump in my Journal Jot and Jive notebook. This is from Erin Condren. I bought this when I actually went to the store in Virginia last year. And it's almost full. Y'all, I will write in anything and anywhere. So we'll do the brain dump first. Then I'll set up my weekly pages and my A6 rings. And I think I'm going to draw the weather in, which will require me to actually look the weather up. But I think we'll do that so y'all will see how those pages develop. And during that time, that's when we will talk about the things that you have, the things that you may not have, okay? So we got 1 more minute. So I'm going to go ahead and just flip to the page. I found it. I couldn't really flip on screen because this book houses a lot of my ideas that I have for Journal Jot and Jive. A lot of things that y'all see come to are in here. It looks like chicken scratch. This is the place where all that cutesy stuff does not exist, all right? So again, we are going to do a brain dump page. I'm going to utilize the back sheet and this sheet. I don't want to waste all of this because I don't really waste sheets in here. All right, so again, brain dump. And all a brain dump is a collection of thoughts, ideas, notes, and things. And I'll be doing it in reference to next week. And I do my weeks based on Monday through Sunday. So that's how I will plan out. We will be rolling into, what is that, y'all? The 16th through the 22nd. So 3/16 through 3/22. All right. Okay. When you're thinking of your brain dump, you want to think about any and everything. No particular order. You're just writing the things that you think are going to come up. Do you have to pay bills? Do you need to make different arrangements this week? Do you need to place a grocery order? All of those things are things that you will put down on this list. So I'm going to go ahead, and sometimes, not always, I will break it down into category. I may say, hey, this is family. Hey, this is work. This is self-care. And this is home. For many people this week, a lot of things are going to change. So your whole process of how you do things are probably going to change. And many of you may feel like, oh, this is my break. But I will encourage you to find some new things that you can do while you're home, if you're able to be home. So remember, everybody does not have the opportunity to stay home. That's not everybody's reality. But if that's your reality for the next week to 2, you've had to rearrange some things to stay home. Okay, so what are you going to do differently, right? So one of the things I will do is create a schedule for my son. And in addition to that, I need to create a schedule for myself. You'll see on social media right now, it's a huge thing. And I'm helping sharing some of the information for parents on my basic Facebook page. But everybody's sharing schedules and tips for parents, for their kids, but nobody's really sharing tips for adults, okay? We probably have a shorter attention span than most children do. And so for me, I am going to create a schedule and a routine. All right, so that schedule is going to be more of a what am I going to do hour by hour. The routine may be what is my formula for the morning, what is my formula for the afternoon, and what is my formula for the night. Okay, my schedule can change each week. My routine, I want to kind of stay along the same lines. If you've been following me on some of my videos, I've been telling y'all I need a routine. I am a spontaneous type of person, but that does not always work in my favor. And so again, we don't know within the next couple of weeks how things are going to go. Right now, we do have a little leeway. You can leave, do your own thing. But if they turn around and they be like, yeah, no, ain't nobody going anywhere, this is the time where discipline is going to come in for a lot of people, okay? So speaking of discipline, this is normally the time where most people start spring cleaning, right? So why not? So we're going to spring clean this week. I have a Amazon order coming in. And so as you see, as I'm writing it, there's no particular order. So I am going to cook dinner. We'll have family night. Of course, we said spring clean. I also need to declutter, which is still a part of spring cleaning, but this office, y'all, it's my craft room office space. It's just too much. And again, I no longer have that excuse that, oh, I gotta go to work. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, just making all the excuses for all the things, right? I am gonna binge watch a couple of shows. I have a therapy session this week, which if you do therapy, many of your therapists may have sent you the option to do teletherapy. So I do have that actually tomorrow. So I'll be doing that. We need to pay some bills, of course. The ones that are still required. Many of you have probably received a notification that they are not going to cut anybody's water off and all of these things for past due bills. Y'all, that don't mean don't pay your bills, okay? I mean, read into each county and each state and all of that. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and fill out your census via online. I've already done that, so I don't need to write that down. So we said pay bills, track expenses was another thing. I'm going to work on some more journal prompts. Y'all will have, hey Ash, y'all will have a series of maybe 2 to 3 that roll out this week. I've already started one, which is for entrepreneurs, because I have been seeing a huge influx of people like, oh my gosh, like, how's this going to affect us? How am I going to do this? Or people that work a 9 to 5 that's like, okay, so what can I do differently now? So I am going to do some journal prompts that prompt you to see if you even know why you want to work for yourself. What niche are you in? Do you even know what a niche is? And it may be niche, y'all, but I'm real country, so take your pick, niche, tomatoes, whatever. Do you even know what some of those things are? So that's going to be the entrepreneur. The other one that we'll release will be the work journal prompts that many of y'all, we talked about on the very first Lunch Live. I did find the old ones, but I do want to revamp some of that, because I think there's some extra questions that can be put in there and then some taken out. So I'm going to work on prompts, and then I'm going to release those prompts. All right, so these are some of the things. So spring clean, that includes my son. Check emails. If you have kids in school, most of your schools are sending things out. They've been sending things out since they said they can't come back to school. So make sure that you're checking your child's email. You may need to print the stuff out so you keep it in front of you. You may need to plug that into your planner. I know we love our planners and we write stuff, and a lot of times we write the same thing each week, but this may be the time that you actually have to use your planner for real, okay? Not saying everybody's not using it, but most of us, we do some cutesy stuff in our planners. And you'll find us sometimes saying, oh, dang, what was that I was supposed to do? Because we haven't been using our planners like we need to. This may be the time that you're actually going to start using your planner. Even if you do not have kids, but your job may say you have to work from home. That's not your norm. So your planner may keep you on track so that you don't feel like, oh, I'm at home, I'm about to chill, I'm about to kick it. No, you're not. You need a routine, you need a schedule. Okay, so you're going to use your planner for that. So you're going to check emails. And you never know. Some of the companies around you may say, hey, due to, the epidemic that we have going on, you don't have to pay this bill this time. So check your emails, clean your emails up. So I'm going to check emails, clean out junk mail. All right, so I'm going to do that. Now, this is all for this week. Remember, some of us are already guaranteed 2 different weeks where we ain't going nowhere. Too many different places. Now, some of you all, hey, Joy. Darlene, the journal prompts are on, if you go in the community tab, it will take you to the page, but off the top of my head, it will be, let me type that right now. I don't know if they're going to block this because it has a link. We'll see. Yeah, so you may have to copy that and then drop it into your web browser, and it'll take you there. Okay, so we know we're gonna check the emails. Now, another thing that many of you may want to check into. So again, I like to think hypothetically, if this happens. So if we're at a situation where it's like, oh, okay, my company is only going to pay me for X amount of time, or oh, in my case, yes, I can push my journal prompts. I can push YouTube to help me, because again, like, I can get money in that instance, but it's not like YouTube is growing my money that fast, right? Unless people are donating on live, then that's a different story. But in reference to video, that's pennies on the dollar. So I may have to reconsider, like, what can I pause or cut off right now while the world is trying to figure things out? So you may want to look at your subscriptions. All right, so I'm going to review some of those. And if you're in a position where you can pause, you're welcome. If you're in a position where you can pause some of your subscriptions, cut some of them off because you ain't even using them, then you may want to do that. If you have some packages that you may want to drop down to a lower package, you may want to do that, okay? So that's something that I will be doing this week, looking at my subscriptions. Some of them that are business savvy, if I can go ahead and pay that up, I'll go ahead and do that and get that out the way. Another thing that I'll be working on is professional development. All right, and so what this means is in the area of where I work, hair, journal, planner industry, I'm going to look up things that will help me advance, okay? Now, you may say I'm not self-employed. That has nothing to do with professional development. If you're not self-employed, but you work a 9 to 5, again, if you were on that first live video, we talked Lunchtime Live, we talked about elevating. If you don't like your job, what are you going to do next? So here's the catch. No chaser. Y'all come back in 3 to 4 Mondays still complaining about your job and you haven't done any professional development. It's not the job, it's you, okay? So in that instance, with professional development, what are some areas that you can improve on for free? You have YouTube videos that you may want to look into. Udemy is a site. Type this, Udemy. Udemy is a site where you can look up, where you can take courses for little to nothing. Oh, my Amazon package is on the way. Great, my order. So you can do Udemy. There are some sites where colleges are giving away free courses that you can take. So if it's in time management, if it's in marketing, science, whatever your field is, you want to look into that and elevate yourself. That can be something as simple as 30 minutes to an hour a day. All right. For those that just popped in, we can go back up here. I need to create my schedule for my son. So today he feels like he's getting away with playing on the game. Yesterday he just, was playing his little heart, so he couldn't play no more. And so starting tomorrow, the kiddo was going to get up. Okay. So like I told people earlier, they have some sites out, not even sites, they have some posts out that are showing people examples of schedules for their kids. Some of those schedules are real cute, and I'm going to take some of that from that, but I'm also going to have to structure it to fit my reality and my son's reality. So what we'll do is create that schedule. If we have enough time today, I may show you an example of that schedule. What I said behind that is, while everybody is focused on their kids, nieces, nephews, if you're a guardian, you don't see a lot of people talking about what schedule they'll be on if they're quarantined into their houses. And as adults, we have a short attention span. So I will be creating a schedule for myself so I can't YouTube it all day long, because I did that yesterday. And though I got some work done, YouTube got more hours than my work did, right? So focusing on that. So we said professional development. Is there anything else? For right now, y'all, I have to decide with hair if I'm going in or into the salon, but I don't really trust humans like that right now, because we don't really know how this thing really works for real. And I don't think clients understand. If it's any other hairstylists on here, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Your clients get in the chair and they get to talking and they be like, yeah, girl, because I had a cough like a day or two ago. Or, girl, ooh, I just was like under the weather, but I know it ain't the corona. Because, see, y'all not going to pay my bills. And I don't know if I really have that trust in y'all right now. So I may be shutting down the salon for a couple of weeks and just pushing and driving Journal Jot and Jive. So I got to reflect on if I'm going. I am working in the salon. Okay, so that's something that I'm going to do. So you see, a brain dump is not all about everything is a task. It may just be an idea or a thought you have, and you write that down. Now, one last thing is I'll go over my supplies as far as things that I need. Again, I'm just going to watch what the CDC and the world reports that we're supposed to do. If there's some last minute items that I think I need to get, I'm gonna go ahead and snatch those up, which I think I pretty much got most of them because I was ahead of the curve while everybody was laughing like, it ain't all that serious. And I was like, okay, girlfriend. But I'm gonna get this water and I'm gonna get these vegetables, and that's what I did. Now, so we have our brain dump. Let's talk about if you have not gotten your stuff. Now, though I am joking like, y'all didn't go get your stuff. If you did not get your stuff, don't be silly and not go out and get stuff because you care what other people are going to think. We're going to talk about you regardless, okay? But if you need to be prepared, you need to be prepared. If you need a little help, I'm here to guide you. So let's talk about some items that you should have on hand. Yes, paper, yes, toilet tissue, yes. So that's obvious, but what I think a lot of people are failing to realize, when you talk about immune systems, many people are missing the memo. So let's put, what do I need? Okay, so I want y'all to chat with me, okay? I need y'all to chat with me in the box when I ask some questions. Out of everybody that's on here, if you're open and you're comfortable enough, ain't nobody gonna bite. I mean, if you watching me and you haven't watched me in a long time, welcome back, girl. Welcome back. It's okay. Or guy, it's okay. You can leave a comment. Anyway, when it comes to Talia, you're not too late. You're not that late. So when it comes to items that you need, how many of you purchased in the event that, let's just say, God forbid if that's who you believe in, that you came down with the symptoms? Do any of you have any of the things to help with the fever? Do any of you all have a thermometer? Do any of you all have vitamin C? Do any of you all have fruits and vegetables? So I think what a lot of people are missing is what helps my immune system stay good. Okay, some people have lower immune systems, so they're going to be a little bit ahead of that curve. They know that, okay, I need to eat my fruits and vegetables. But if you go in the stores and you look now, y'all, like fruits and vegetables are stocked heavy. Like you can go in there today. Now you might not want to stand in that line, but you can go in there today and you can get all of those things that you need. So vitamin C, elderberry, cold ease. Not only that, I think people are failing to realize we're going into spring season. I don't know if y'all got allergies, but the older I've become, I have allergies. My son has allergies. So do you have your Zyrtex? Do you have some of these items? For those of you that drink, I'm not encouraging drinking. If you're alcoholic, don't listen to me. 12-step program, stay on track. Stay on track. However, for some of y'all, are you into hot toddies? Did you get you some lemons? Do you have a little whiskey, bourbon? Some of those things, because everything is not going to be coronavirus, but some people are still going to have effects from other ailments, right? I don't think we thought about that part. I did. I'm just saying in general. So I'm just going to say it out. These are things that you don't see people talking about. Bridget said whole medical emergency kit and made sure Bridget made a very valid point, right? Your meds. If you need medicine, stock up. If you need to call, now some stuff they're not going to stock depending on if it's a narcotic and stuff like that. They're not going to just give you extra. They're just not. But if it's blood pressure medicine, if it's insulin, some of those things that you're able to get, some people have mail-in med services. Go ahead and put that out so you can get it, and then go ahead and get it in the mailing system before they decide to shut the postal system down. They haven't done that yet. I don't foresee that happening, but you may want to do that. Awesome, Angela. If you have older parents, grandparents, if you have family members that are not well, check on them. If you bought 40 packs of tissue, I'm judging, but that's fine. You can still share. So maybe you bought it because you felt like I'm going to share. So I don't want to say that I know everybody's situation. Some of y'all have larger family homes. But if it's only one or two of y'all and y'all got 40 packs of tissue, call your friends who have older parents or people that tend to get sick. Ask them, do they need some of the things that you have? If you have 40 bottles of hand sanitizer, there is an expiration on that. You ain't using up 40 bottles of hand sanitizer. And if you ain't washing your hands, sanitizer is in between. Like, come on. So think about that. Don't nobody got to know. You can just go on and send it to who it need to be sent to. And then it'll just be an act of good faith, okay? An act of kindness. And so when you think about produce, y'all, hold on, let me we know water, we know soap, meds, if needed, veggies, fruit. I also went a little old school on y'all and got a little ginger ale, some what you call it, y'all, Red Rock. Sure did, but I gotta hide it because my child likes to drink Red Rock as if it's just regular. Not gonna work. But in reference to your veggies, so I know a lot of people are like, well, I'm not gonna buy any veggies because they're gonna go bad. So I don't know where some people were raised, but let me just give y'all a couple of tips because I used to get shipped off to my grandmama every summer. And, she would wake me up at 6 and 7 o'clock when she was preparing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And vegetables were cooked. And if you didn't eat all of them, you can freeze some of them, okay? So just kind of think about stuff like that. If it's blueberries, strawberries, you can cut that up, freeze that. That can be stuff for you to have smoothies, for your family members to have smoothies. Remember, you're putting nutrients into your body. Yes, y'all bought all the snacks and all of the things, but that's heavily processed food. That's going to do nothing for your body if it needs to heal. Another simple thing to make up, if you eat meat, I'm going to talk to you first. If you don't, I'll talk to you second. So if you eat meat, chicken, make a chicken broth. Get the chicken parts, put some onions, peppers, celery, things that you can just eat normally, y'all, that are healthy. Don't forget those. Save your junk snacks for later if that's by all means what you need. But don't forget, you can get root vegetables. Root vegetables last longer. Potatoes, white potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, anything that grows under the ground that you can pull up. Anything that you can grow underground, pull up, those last longer. Let's see, you said yes, all of those. You called your meds, allergy meds. And again, allergy meds for those that need. And yes, we're going to put tissue. Just don't buy all the tissue. So for me, I already have a lot of games, but let's think about, we'll get back to the food, but let's think about things that you may need outside of food. Do you have some games y'all can play? You play with yourself. I'm talking about, I don't have nobody in the house. It's just me, myself, and I. Okay, you can do solitaire cards because you may get tired of your phone after a while. Books. So let's say activities. But we're going to put this plug in the front. Journal prompts. That's what we're going to put first. Journal prompts by Journal Jot and Jive. Okay? Your journal. Board games. Cards. I'ma say this, y'all, and whoever understands how I say this, you gonna understand it. And I'm just gonna say, family, if after we come off of this break, and I'm gonna throw me in the water with it because I need to know how to play dominoes by the time we come off this break. If after we come off this break, you don't know how to play spades, you ain't invited to the cookout no more, okay? So your card games, your board games. I have word puzzles, like they come in a book. I'm kind of like a little grandma sometimes, y'all. But I have word search, crossword, Sudoku I can't get into. Maybe I need to try to master that a little bit over the break. I knit periodically. Crafting. Dear friends on here that craft or fake craft, you know, like you buy all the paper pads, the paper slicer, the laminator, the paint, the paintbrush, the watercolors, washi tape, and I'm looking around as I say this, the decor scissors, the box of cards because you was going to make people cards and send them cards. Oh, the cinch binder because you said you was going to make custom journals for people that I still have not made to sell. Let's see. Your Cricut, your silhouette. Am I still in y'all back closet yet? I know I am. So all of those things are things that you can do. Oh, stamps. Thank you, Nicole. Stamps. Oh, y'all. Oh, your vinyl because you was going to make a pillow for 2019 and you didn't. Yeah, so that's just the small items that I have right now. So all of those things that you have, you can actually work on that, okay? So those clothes in that pile in the corner of your room that you said you was going to go through because you were going to donate it, that you no longer can fit, that you've had for 10 years, I'm judging you and myself. You know, these are things that we can do. Yeah, these are things that we can do. Some people may have forgot trash bags. Check your trash bags. Cleaning supplies. We had that conversation yesterday. Now, if y'all done bought all the cleaning supplies off the shelves, you know, chemicals ain't all that good for you. So read the directions on the back. Just read the directions. Be careful. Be careful. Charcoal. For those that grill, many people forgot that. I made sure to pick that up. I pick up match light. I don't grill. My sister grills. That's not my thing. I picked up some items for my mom so I can take by. Again, if you have people that are more susceptible and I'm like, mommy, I got it. You know, and I'm not even trying to take her right to be out in the elements, but I picked up her items. So any items for other people. So if there's any other items that y'all don't see that you think can go on this list, you can put this on this list. If you paper, ink, Canva. Yes, girl, I love Canva. Audible, journal prompts. Okay, speaking of Audible, when we go back to this where I said subscription review, are there subscriptions that you do not use that you can mark out completely, and then you can try the free trial for Audible for a couple of, and I need to get that link and put that in here because I'm giving free game. I might have to find that link out and plug it. But anyway, are there any subscriptions that you don't use, and maybe you can change that out for Audible, or what's the other one, y'all? Audible is one. I have Audible. I can't think of the other one. If you know the other one, let me know and put that in the comment section. Maybe you can switch that out and listen to some books. You get, depending on which package you choose, you get 2 free credits to download, but when you first download it, you get 2 on top of that. Scribe is one. There's another one, y'all, outside of that. Scribe is a good one. Your local library has downloadable books in Georgia. Now, I don't know everywhere else. Oh, yes, coloring books, y'all. I love coloring. Yeah, Libby is with your local library. So check into that. What, Ash? Because you ain't do spades. That's what you're talking about. I'm not. We might have to have a, we may have to do a live how to play spades, y'all. We ain't gonna yell at you, girl. We ain't gonna yell. So that's that. Okay, so these are some activities that you can do. Of course, binge watch. I can binge watch some shows. Now, y'all, if you know your anxiety is gonna flare, can y'all stop watching Contagion? What's the other one? Outbreak. Y'all stop watching that, because then y'all get on social media and y'all be reposting stuff that's so fake. I'm like, oh Lord, y'all are scaring the masses. Like, just stop. Just stop. Go watch something funny. I would encourage you to add in comedy shows somewhere in, because when cabin fever hits, it's gonna hit. Add stuff in. Workout activities, talking to self. You can work out. Okay, let's go back. What do I need? Water, veggie, soap, fruit. Remember, you can freeze your food. Oh, thank you. I was just about to say that at the same time. Ziploc bags in the event that you need to freeze your fruit. Old school, if you drink milk, you can freeze a milk. Believe it or not, you can freeze a milk. And cooking with your family is an activity. Find a recipe. What else do we have? Organizing your craft stuff. All of your craft stuff. Organizing your craft stuff. And we will be doing some lives where we work and do that together. Okay, so if y'all think of anything else, that's that. Sanitary supplies. I don't even think people thought about that. Oh Lord, did I spell it right? My name. I feel like I'm about to jack that up. I do. You know how you feel like, I'm about to spell that all wrong? Okay, 9. All right. Oh, some of you all, we put soap, but I think some of y'all forgot body soap. Okay, put it back here. All right, so thanks. All right, so let's go in here and girl product, ain't man, you just call it. All right, so now we're gonna get into our weekly layout. I made this the other day. Y'all remember when I made that? That was fun if you watched that video. All right, so let's go in our weekly section. Okay, so this was last week. That got canceled. I left work and forgot. Got all of that. I need to do that tonight. Okay. So we are going to set up this page. All right, so if you have your weekly page, I don't know. I mean, what kind of planners do y'all use? I'm talking to y'all like we all use the same planners. What planners are you in currently? Okay, HP, TN. Okay, cool. I actually use a TN for my business. So I do have a TN. I have an Erin Condren that I didn't finish, so I just doodle in that and write ideas and whatever comes to me at the time. That's what I do with that one. I know you're in here. Let's see. Y'all, I'm looking for, here we go. I think we are going to use this one. All right, so now we are going to set up our page. So pull out your planners with me. Invite your friends on over so we can get some plans written down. But before I do what I need to write down, we're going to play, okay? So this is a kit from Goldmine & Coco. It's a one-page kit. You can use it all over the place. That's why I like it. And all I'm doing is covering up the days on this. So in y'all areas, how have the stores been? Like, has it been mayhem? Has it started to slow down a little bit? Because for the little knick-knack items I didn't have, I did Instacart. The past two things that I needed. At first it was purely laziness, and then my mind switched over to I need to let them, I wanted to be able to tip and pour into them, because if they shut everything down, a lot of them, that's their main source of income. So I was like, let me support while I can. So I did that. Yeah, so, and that's the thing. For some of us, it's like, I just needed one or two items, and I don't know if I can go out in them streets, because yeah, I was like, I like freedom. I do. I really like freedom. And I ain't got time. Oh, Elizabeth, that's where all the water is, down in McDonough. Okay. Oh, for some of you all, if they're running out of bottled water, get jug water if they have it. People are starting to catch on, but initially people weren't thinking about jug water. So get some jug water. And then if all else fails, get you that good old big old pot, put it on the stove, put the water in there and boil it. Like our people from back in the day did. Yeah, I personally don't like going to grocery stores on the weekend anyway. Y'all, I am really genuinely like somebody's grandma. Like, I would drop my child off and go grocery shopping at 7 in the morning, just so I don't have to be around a whole bunch of humans. Okay, so that was the planners you're in, Ash. Yes. Oh, I'm sad to hear about y'all. The tornadoes. That was rough. Glad you're all right. Yes, boil that water. At the end of the day, if they run out of that, y'all, you got to boil the water. And if it got to the point of electricity and all of that changed, if you got some wood and you got a fireplace, you gonna crank that thing on up and cook your food over some heat. Oh, I like this. It's time to love yourself. With a lot of us that are going to be up in this house, self-care is going to be vital. Oh, hold on. Pause for the cause. Yeah, that'd be my attention span. Activities. Self-care. 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 So as I am working on this, if you are not working in your planner right now, leave some ideas for self-care in the comments section. Or if I say them and if you can type them, I would greatly appreciate that. One self-care task you can do. Facials. Clean your skin. Exfoliate. Exfoliate. I don't know why I be picking it up. I only need it on the skinny things. Yep, walking. One of the things, yeah, and I don't know how true it is. That's why I don't like to just say stuff off the rip. But one thing they were saying was vitamin D was good for not getting the virus, possibly. I guess it doesn't like sunlight, but I could kind of understand that. Sunlight does a lot for the body in general. Yes, dance. Baths, hot showers. One of mine will be a pedicure because I'm real disrespectful in these streets right now. So that'll definitely be one. Oh, that sounds like fun because I need to learn these new dances because I feel like so old now. I used to be like hip and I be feeling real like, hold on. I'm losing my little swag that I used to have. I know, let's put that right here. What books are any of you all reading? That may give people some ideas or listening to. All right, so things I need to remember. We had mentioned that on my brain dump. Then to do. So we need to do and then remember. And then I think I will do a section for important because I don't think I need to buy anything. And actually, if I need to buy anything, I'll create another page for that. So we have to do and then important. All right, and then remember I said I'm going to put in the weather. So we're going to draw that in. I'm going to look it up and put that in here. So I need to see what the weather is going to be. As my child tries to tiptoe down here. I don't know why he's even doing that, y'all. Oh, another tip. Hide some of your food if your kids eat like human garbage disposals. You may want to put food in different areas. Push fruit. Don't look at me because I'm telling the truth. I know a lot of people say like, "Oh, you got to have control over your kids." That's cute, y'all. That's cute. But they'll eat their food up real quick. The Organized Money. Okay, so that's a book you're reading. All right, so I don't know how y'all weather looks there. We are looking, let's see what we're looking like here. Yeah, as usual. Pretty sure there's gonna be some rain. And if you're not into drawing the weather in, but you want to see the weather on your page, there, if you have the Happy Planner sticker books, the journal book has, I think it's the one that has like that reddish tone on the outside that has the weather stickers in it. All right, so I'm going to take a skinnier pen to draw the weather in. And just as I expected, we have rain Monday through Wednesday. We get a little break Thursday and Friday, and then back to the rain again. All right, so I'm going to put the rain in the top hand, the left hand corner. And then I usually go ahead and put in with the temperature, the high/low. And our weather is looking, Jennifer said she had it from her husband. That is hilarious. Winona said, don't forget where you had it, right? So with the weather starting to warm up, that's how y'all know stuff is going to bloom. Because on Tuesday, we're looking at a high of 70. So, yeah, get ready for allergy season, y'all. It's here with open arms. When you got a high of 70 and a low of 54, yeah, it's official. We about to hit this good old, we don't really get no real spring here in Georgia. It's almost like sprummer. You barely get that little spring. It be right on the tip. And then we just gonna go and run all the way into summer. So now with Tuesday, it says AM showers, but I'm not gonna specify either way. Because you just never know. Wednesday, we got a little more rain. And Wednesday is 71 degrees with a low of 60. And then Thursday, we got a little bit of sunshine. But it's still going to be cloudy. Oh, Lord, Thursday going to be 79 degrees. Okay. So even if they're like, hey, y'all can't go out into the community, we're going to go outside. Get a little sunshine. He can cut some grass or something. Oh, that's another activity, y'all. Put your kids to work. Some of y'all haven't taught your kids the necessities of life. This would be a good time to teach them how to wash clothes, separate clothes out, dust, vacuum. I have all these things covered with mine, but I know there are times that we like to baby our kids. But I can tell you now, some of y'all gonna be over that babying real quick. So that's another activity that you can add in. Oh yes, bread does freeze very well. All right, and then we have back to the rain. Georgia has become little Seattle. I don't know what this is all about. Global warming. And then the temperature is going to go back down a little bit. 66 over 47. And then Sunday, we're going to rain some more. And it's going to be 58 over 42. All right, so we have that in. Let me move this on. Let me add I know I got other stuff in the background, so y'all can see it a little bit better. All right, so the first thing I do when I draw in my weather, because I had a couple of people ask, like, did you draw that? And I'm like, yeah, this ain't nothing but some squiggly lines. But the first thing I do is draw in the little cloud, whatever you want your cloud to look like. The little half sun, if it's cloud, I mean, that half circle is the sun. You can go in with rays if you want to. And then I'll go in with y'all know, the trusted mild liners. And we'll find whatever blue I want to do. Gonna do a little gray. And then we got a little yellow. Now, if you want some little sun rays, then you just pull out this little orange, okay? That's what you do with that part. And so I don't necessarily color the cloud all the way in. I just go around the outline so that gray can stand out a little bit. And then I do that on each cloud. Now, for some of y'all watching that be like, is it that serious? Nah, it ain't that serious. It's just a part of my hobby, the hobby part of me planning. You ain't got to do this. You could just write the little letter. I mean, the numbers, and you can put cloudy, sunny, rain. You ain't got to do all this, okay? Do what works for you. Now, in this box, you could do a couple of things. You can write what you need to do each day. I'm a daily planner, so that's not going to be my thing. So I may do something of what did I spend on this day. Last week, I put the 2 most important things on that. That's what went in that section. All right, so we got the gray in. Now we're going to go in and add a little blue in between the little lines. Just so y'all know it's raining. Just a little rain. If you don't have mild liners, you can do it with a pen. You don't have to go out buying this. And then come back talking about, I don't really like those. Ain't nobody tell you to go buy this stuff. And then we're going to put in our little yellow. And then, as I said before, if you just want a little sun ray, you could just go on the outside. And that's your weather. Now, after you do that, you want to plug in what really needs to be seen on here. I'm going to go in and put the date, well, the week of. And so we said that this is March. And that's going to be the 16th through the 22nd. And then that's where you go in and you put things where they need to go. So remember, you could either put if it's going to be how much you spent right here. And that's if you use this particular layout. Everybody uses different layouts. I switch my layouts every few weeks. So I don't have one set thing. But this is where you take your brain dump. The whole point of the brain dump is there anything on here that needs to be plugged in? You'll take that and plug it in, right? So one of the things that I said I need to remember to do is to check emails. So I can go ahead and put, man, my dots ain't over here. So we're just gonna have to roll with it. Remember to check school emails or check email from school. So I put school and the county because a lot of times your county is going to email you too. So you want to check with that. And then over here, remember this is the self-care section. So I'm going to write self-care in over this. And then down here we can write what needs to happen with that. All right, so this is our self-care section. It needs a little more color though. It needs a little more color. All right, so we said one idea would be your facials. We're gonna put down here for me at home pedicure. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put therapy. And then exercise. I'm over here talking about some lunchtime live and my stomach is live growling over here. Do better, do better. Okay, so to do, you could go over here and that's where you can put like your spring clean. If you're more of a list maker and you just want to check off, then this will work for you like a to-do list. Just what do I need to do? You might not necessarily want to assign it to a date, then you can do that. So I have so even though I have to do, what's really important on here is to create my child a schedule. So we're going to put create schedules. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that dog outside. I forgot what that dog name is. He think he own the whole neighborhood, and he does not. Okay, so we got create schedules, create routines, and to do, we're going to put on here, pay bills, spring clean, I'm going to just put work because y'all know I have a separate planner for work, so I don't have to be as descriptive in here. But work from home. Track expenses. Now, if it helps you while you're plugging it in, you can go on here and cross out. So we know I said work from home, so that's going to cover that. Check emails. We have that. Declutter. The Amazon order no longer applies. Remember, I told you I got an email saying that it was en route. So we did that. We did that. Did we put spring clean? We did. We just put declutter. I'm going to put important under here, family night, because I feel like family is important. So I'll do family night. All right, so that's a start. So remember, your weekly spread does not have to be complete. And then we all know that I like to put in my word of the year, which is action. So we're going to go in and put action in here. All right, so that's our take action. And then one last thing that I can put important, check supplies. And stop by mommy's. So I need to go out one last time tomorrow. I do need to gas up so when it's time for them to go back to school, I'm not looking crazy. And the gas tank is on low. And those lines at the pump will be ridiculous. So I need to go ahead and get that out the way. So this is my spread for this week. It's pretty simple. Not a whole lot of, not a whole lot of, not a whole lot of. So I'm going to pop it back in here. All right, so that was the spread that we did last week, just for some extra notes if I needed it. So this goes on this section right here. And then things that I do with mine, y'all, any extra pages I put on the middle, on the inside. Do I have any blank pages? I don't think I have any blank pages. Oh, yeah, I do. So I'm going to go ahead and create a notes page right here. All right, so we're going to create a notes and reminder. Remember, I mentioned if there was anything to buy, I could put it over here. If it was groceries, anything like that. So we're going to use both sides of this for our note sheet. And we're just going to call this notes. That's just what we're going to call it. I'm going to call it notes. And then I'll decide if I'm going to put a doll or not. All right, so this is our notes page. And then remember we said, is there anything that we're going to have to buy? If it is, I think I want to keep that lower towards the bottom, because I don't really plan on buying a whole lot. I think I'm good for now. But in the event that there's anything that I need to buy, I can go down there. I'll flip this. And so y'all can see how I can use this whole thing, this whole sheet, in several places. So we did right here, and I'm utilizing it over here as well. This is more for decor. And then I can keep over here next week. Let's just put that here. So if there are any reminders for next week that I need. Now, I don't feel like I'm going to use all of these. So what you do, so you don't have a whole bunch of paper just laying around your house and extra stuff, and you start feeling like, I just got so much stuff. I mean, easy as 1, 2, 3. Cut this stuff down. Okay, and then I have a box that I put my little knickknacks in. And I actually need to cut this one down. But I just got a little box that has some little stuff in here. And so let me cut this one down, and I can actually use this. Because you got to save space sometimes. See, this is why I got all cluttered. This decluttering process that I got to do. This is this part of it. If I was bold enough, I would do a clean with me video, but y'all ain't going to be judging me. I'm just going to judge myself in private. Judge myself in private. Right, so put that in here. Alright, so that needs to go in the trash. Alright, so this is our notes page. This is where you can write anything that you got going on. Like if somebody calls and you need to write a phone number down, you can write it. Have you ever had something and you wrote it in one spot and you're like, I just don't know where it is and I need this? This is what will keep you organized, putting it in between your sheets, in between your pages. If you don't have a planner that's removable, that's where your sticky notes come in hand. So if it's something you need to remember, maybe you do a larger sticky note sheet and you post it on or in between that week that you are on. Remember, I am a daily sheet user. So another sheet like this would probably go on my planner that's a daily sheet, or I would have an hourly sheet. But I do like seeing stuff by the day. I can't look at the whole week. Sometimes it overwhelms me. And I look at Friday versus Monday. So that's not my whole jam in reference to a planner being open. All right. So again, we said, no, this is to buy. I could even write reminders on the back, but we ain't going to create stuff. We ain't going to go along to get along. Just going to pop this in here. And then that's that section. Now, another sheet that you can keep in the middle of your planner. I could probably do the clean with me on the top of the table that I work off of. But the rest of the room, All right, so another one I want to do is, let's create this page. So for my people that journal, let's chat about that. So you know how I talk about a journal dump? A brain dump. We can do a journal dump. So let's do that on here. And if you notice, I tend to stay in the scheme of whatever colors I'm using. So this will be no different. And all a journal dump is, y'all, is as the week goes by, you may not feel like writing about something right then and there, but you may want to jog your memory. It may be something like family night. How did family night go? We are going to do I don't know if I'm going to do that a lot. No, that needs to go live. We're going to do a journal entry where you can actually journal about family time or an event. You'll see the pages unfold. and I'm going to show you how to use some craft looking stuff. It's going to be a little different from what y'all are used to seeing. So we will do that. So this is a journal dump. And then at the bottom, we're going to put what week we're in. Stuff. All right, I got 16 of you on here. The thumbs up button doesn't hurt anybody. It actually helps me, and it helps YouTube know that I'm here, okay? And then it'll tell them, and it'll tell other people to come watch this video or this live or her video. So if you could go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so we are March. th through the 22nd. Thank you so much for hitting that button. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because I can actually say this month I'm going to get a check from YouTube. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's only been 3 months since I got a check from YouTube. So for those that are interested in YouTube, you're in the YouTube land, and y'all assume like, I ain't about to let her make all the money. So I did have to go and sound like certain parts of the areas I'm from. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little heads up. It don't grow like you think it grows. So in order for me to get paid, I have to have a threshold of $100 or more before they pay out. Okay, so just know, we appreciate y'all watching. We appreciate y'all watching the ads. But until I'm at a certain price point, I ain't making all the money just yet, y'all. Give me a second. I will be, but just not right now. So when you always hear me say, can y'all hit the like button, the subscribe? Can you watch the ads? That's why. Because I ain't around here making what you think I'm making. All right, so March and journal dump. Let's go over here. All right, so this is the journal dump. So for example, one thing that I may write about inside of this week would be work. Work is going to be one thing. Another thing, I need to do some of the actual journal prompts that I released, right? So I'm going to put J3 journal prompts. All right, again, all it is, it might just be one word, small words, whatever. If you want it to be a little cutesy, you know the drill. Add a little washi, add a sticker or something. That's all you have to do. So we're going to look through these books that I've had forever and ever and ever and ever. And you know, like real life, I know I ain't going to use half of these stickers. So I just kind of need to throw it away. I just need to throw this sheet away and stop playing. So that's going to be a part of my declutter process. I like this little sticker that says have faith in your journey. So we're just going to toss it in here because I'm not necessarily going to fill this whole page up with things that I need to write in the journal, because sometimes I'm just going to pick up the journal and write. But again, if it's a moment that I don't feel like it, then I'll just jot that down. And then you have the back side of this. You could just do whatever you want later. There's no rhyme or reason to that. You may feel like being artsy. Elizabeth, I don't have time to I'm gonna be honest, I ain't gonna upload them. Like, I'm not gonna give the whole book away, but tearing the sheet out, yeah, either that or I'll just donate them in a box with some of the craft paper that I'm gonna do absolutely nothing with. But yeah, I doubt seriously I'm gonna sell them. Now in the past I have sold Happy Planner inserts. That worked out really well. But yeah, a sticker sheet, I could just see that being mayhem. All right, so that's that. So y'all see how you flip through. Dust off stuff. So this is the week. Oh, Ash, I don't want to lie. I don't remember. I really don't. I don't know. Etsy, I just was typing in A6 pages. I got pages from everybody. From everybody. Okay, so yep, y'all, that's that. What you could do on this other, oh, I think I want to do that this week. Let me give y'all a whole nother idea. We're going to fill these in with affirmations this week on this side. Affirmations. That's how I'm feeling. And so instead of writing the word affirmation, I'm going to write I affirm, because affirmations are things you're supposed to say out loud, like, I will be successful. My channel will grow. I am capable of growing my channel. I am worthy of having the audience that I want. These are affirmations, okay? I know y'all see affirmation cards. Y'all see people posting it, me included, taking the cute little pictures and all of that stuff. But if you're not saying it and putting it in the atmosphere and believing in what you're saying, and sometimes you have to say affirmations even if you're not feeling it right then, until you get to the point that you feel that it's true, okay? So we're going to create an I affirm page. Now, I do tell people don't go along to get along. Learn what an affirmation is and why it would be beneficial to you before you start doing stuff, okay? Some of y'all just be going along to get along and wasting your time. Like, let's not. Time is valuable. So learn about some of the things that you're doing, not just because you see us doing them. It may not be for you, and that's okay. And don't let anybody make you feel bad about it. If you're into my journal prompts, y'all know I'm huge on defining words. You're never too old to revisit what something means. What other color do we see in here? It's a little bit of a pink there. All right, so again, on this page, I will fill in affirmations for this week. So we're going to go down here and put what week we're in. All right, so we started with I affirm. We put the date, and then I'm going to add a little decor, something to this. What that looks like, I don't know. Oh, that's my Amazon package. I'll get it in a minute. Yay, that's y'all packaging for the t-shirts. Amazon said, listen, I'm going to make this money. And when I tell you they hop in there, they hop back in so quick. They be gone. Okay, so I like this. It says life is a beautiful ride. That's going to be one of our first affirmations. Let's see how we get this in here. Life is a beautiful ride. But I wanted the little bike on there. Let's see how we're going to do that. No, Darlene, they're still up. They're on my website. Let me put the link. Let's see. So, yes, y'all, I am selling t-shirts. The t-shirt says pen to paper. No, YouTube doesn't really let links pop in, but I just put it. If you need to grab it, you can grab it and put it in the in your web browser, and it'll take you directly there. I do offer Afterpay, so if you spend $35 or more, which would be if you buy 2 shirts, then it will split your payment up into 4. These are pre-orders, so pre-orders will be available up until actually tomorrow at midnight, well, 11:59. Then they will go off the grid. I really want this bike, but I don't really think I'm about to get this bike on here, y'all. So let me just let it go, because there's a bike in another sticker book. So I'm going to just let that go. All right. But we're going to put some color around it. That's what we're going to do. All right, so it says, thank you so much for your support. So it says, life is a beautiful ride. I don't really know if y'all can see all of that, but there it is. And for the life of me, I don't know where my sticker book is. My florals. It's probably upstairs. It's probably upstairs. All right, let's see. Am I going to put a doll down? Yeah, I be using dolls, and it's only because I got some more on the way. Because otherwise, I would not be acting this confident slapping dolls down on paper. Sure would not. Let's see. I like, let's use PayPal. We're going to use her. I'm going to just put her down here in the center. All right, so this is my affirmation page. And like I said, I'll go in and write different affirmations. Again, so if you don't know what affirmations are, research it, see if it's a fit for you, if it's something you want to do. If you are familiar with affirmations and you haven't been saying them out loud, okay, let's change that habit and actually say those things. It's cute. Again, it's cute to post stuff all day long, but if you're not really doing the stuff and doing the work to make you or put yourself in a better situation, all we're going to do is click like. We're going to click like and move on, and you're going to still be in the same spot. And that's not beneficial to you. All right. If you need to, and I guess I can go back and add the iCards in this video. I do have a video on affirmations that I did in the Gold Mine and Cocoa Goals journal that kind of breaks down how I do my affirmations. I do affirmations in different categories. Okay, so I need to go in and put the iCard for that. And you can check that out, because our lives are more than work. Most people will align their affirmations with work or relationships, and they forget other areas of their life. So that is that. So let's pop this in here. And I've been out here with y'all for a long, long time in the room. Like, we about to get off of here. I think that's what we about to do. Because I am still building where y'all get comfortable enough to talk. I know a lot of y'all like to watch and go, but coming from the standpoint of someone that does this, you feel like you're talking to yourself for a long time, and then you be like, all right, I done did all that I'm going to do. All right, so we'll do this last flip through. Have without the pages on the inside. Without the pages on the inside, this is our weekly layout. Our weekly layout developed from a brain dump. The brain dump was done in one of my notebooks. Just put some things down, nothing in any particular order. I then laid out the stickers because that's what I wanted to do. If you're not a sticker person, that is totally fine. You do what works for you, okay? Whole point of a planner is to use it to be productive, to get things done. All right, so we then put in the stickers, and then we went in and said we have to do important and remember. So I went in here and filled in those items where they needed to go. We also discussed that some things will get placed in here later in the week. Everything will not necessarily go there. For me, I don't have to fill in everything on here, so I put in the weather, okay? So the weather, that's just something creative and fun for me to put in. Is it required? Absolutely not. You don't have to draw. You may just want to write the word sun, rain, cold, hot, the end, right? Then I put self-care. So these are the items that I'm going to work on for self-care. If you have not been adding self-care to your planner, why not? You're important. You can't pour into other people when you are pouring from an empty cup, okay? So you want to do that. For people that have children, we also discussed that your schedule and your life is going to look a little bit differently because you no longer can depend on teachers to be the babysitter to your kids. So while you're complaining, find the silver lining, okay? And find some new habits with your kids. We talked about some things that you could do, activities. If you don't have kids, some of y'all are going to be stuck in the house with your husbands, your significant other that you claim that you love so much, but it's going to be a little different because you're going to have a little more time, all right? So you have some activities that you can look into that we discussed. We also talked about what do you need if you do not have that. You're going to have to rewind to the front of the video for that. But some things that a lot of people did not think about when picking things up, check that out. Go to your store if you need to. Call on Instacart and all of those other places if that fits in your budget to help other people make money that they may not be able to make in a couple of weeks. So support them if you can. We then created note pages. We created both sides where we can take notes to keep up with things that we normally forget because we don't write them down, even though we have a planner, okay? Another tip, once you put these things in here, if you know that you're not going to open your planner again, consider using your Google Calendar as a backup reminder or whatever calendar system that you have on your computer and your phone. That is another way to stay organized and on track. Lastly, we created a page for a journal dump for things that you may want to write about, but you just don't want to write about them right then and there. This can be reminders of what occurred within that week. You can write at the end of the week. And then on the back side, we created a page for affirmations. If you don't know what affirmations are, I highly suggest you look it up to see if it's a fit for your life, if it's something you should incorporate into your life, then decide what affirmations you should be speaking daily. That is that. I am Renee. If you enjoyed this video, once again, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe because you done stayed on here with me for 88 minutes, which means that there is something about me that has drawn you to this channel and you've learned something. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. If you feel like you're always coming in late, you didn't know that I was on here, make sure your notifications are set to all so that anytime I post, you are in the know. All right, I'm about to log off and get the rest of my day going because I woke up late. Okay, so I got some work I got to do. I got to get an email out to y'all about the things that are coming up with Journal Jot and Jive. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and head over to www.journaljotandjive.com and scroll to the bottom of the page and sign up for the newsletter so you don't miss out on things that I don't talk about on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. I think I have covered everything. I think I did. Let's see. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Bree. All right. So I will catch y'all on the next one. Stay tuned for a regular video, edited and all of that. Y'all will get one of those later this evening because I got a journal for y'all because we didn't do that. All right. Chat with y'all later.